Like and subscribe to Scumbria. Be a good Scumbrian.
It's Saturday, November 7th. The water temperature is about 40 degrees, and we're here diving for Bay Scallops.
What we're looking at now is what we're here for, the illustrious Chatham Scallop. Oh, those are so good. And they are fresh, about as fresh as you could get them. And the reason that we have them here is because Andrew, who is in the water right there, he's surface diving. And he goes down and he sees them on the bottom in about 6 to 10 feet of water. Let's see if there he goes. And he goes down and then he does it on a single breath of air. He scrounges a couple scallops and then he comes back up. Hopefully he comes back up. I'm sure he comes back. There he is. We have long ropes that are attached to Andrew.
Pull them in.
And we pull
them like a cormorant.
It's like cormorant fishing. They're attached to his neck so that he can't swallow anything.
He just fishes them up.
All right.
No, you can hear me.
This is going to make national news, so we want to have it to look. This is called Diners, Drive-Ins, and Divers. He must have seen something. Here we go. We're doing pretty good. We've got 2 baskets and almost another one.
That's an odd-looking scallop.
Yeah, that's a funny scallop. This is a quahog because of the size of it. It's what they call a chowder, because you don't open this and then slurp it down because you know it's just too big. So you get a small one. But when you get something like this, the age on this quahog could be as much as, like, what would this one be, Andy, possibly?
Count the rings on the top, all those things.
Okay, all of these rings.
They can get up to, like, they're supposed to be the oldest living creature in the world.
We can see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this one could be 25 years old.
Really?
Yes, and it dies of old age. A scallop dies after 18 months. Captain Matt, how was it?
It was cold, but most importantly, we got more scallops than anybody else did in the whole town. That's all that matters. Before I take my suit off, I want to go see that dead whale, see if we can swim up.
That sounds like a good idea.
All right, let's get our brother.
Okay, you'll come down here and I'll spin the boat around. We are now witnessing the rescue of a humpback whale. The Coast Guard boat over there is tied to this whale. He's breathing. And you can hear him. Every now and then he takes a big gulp, but they're trying to move him.
So we went out front where this juvenile humpback whale had run up on the bar, and it was stuck there in the shallow waters. And there was a team trying to rescue it, trying to get a rope on it and get into deeper water. But unfortunately, the young whale had just moved too far up on the bar. And even after 2 days of an attempted rescue, the whale passed away. It's kind of sad, but at the same time, I mean, the increasing number of humpbacks and their population increasing will, in turn, there'll be more strandings. So even those strandings seem kind of heartbreaking. It's a sign that we got a larger population of humpbacks, which is positive. So that's how successful we were. We had to bring a cart. We had to bring a cart to bring our shellfish home. Yeah. Do you see this often?
So I'm gonna stick my finger in a scallop. I remember it being like super painful, like getting stabbed. So I'm gonna try it now, and it's probably still gonna hurt as much because I'm a winner.
Here he goes.
Don't bite. Oh. Hi.
Is it that bad? You're not gonna put it on your tongue, are you? No, you'll tear your tongue right off, trust me.
What?
You can do a finger, but not a tongue.
Why? Don't tear your tongue off.
Yeah, it will. Well, tell Alex now, because Alex doesn't know how to do this.
Alex doesn't know how to do this. Okay, dirty side up. See the hole in the side right there? Knife goes right there.
All right.
Push the knife up against the roof, the top. That cuts the muscle. See? No muscle there. And then you pull the guts over the top of the scallop. Cut it off and try and get it in the bowl.
See the
guts off.
Around the outside? I don't know if you can see them, but that's their eyeballs. They're 1, 2, all the way around. They have a bunch of them all the way around. Their eyeball versus their light sensors. One, that little black spot there, little black spot, those are all their.
How many eyes? Yes.
They all the way around. They have a whole ring of them. And then this right here that's their roe inside. That piece right there. For when there's not as big a piece in there in the later in the season because they spawn. But you can see that when you're swimming, the ones that their eye is showing, they have their mouth open or the two shells are open. They see you coming. Whether I can feel it, see it, I don't know, but you'll see they close down. We just eat that meat in the center, but a lot of people eat the whole thing.
What is that meat in the center? Is that an adductor muscle?
It's an abductor or
Adductor or
adductor.
muscle?
Abductor. It's not abductor.
Adductor, spelled A-D-D, abductor, spelled A-B-D, is a person who kidnaps pets or people.
I'm still cold from diving. I'm letting everyone else.
Are you cold, really?
Don't take a shower.
I had a hole in my suit in the area you would call the crotch.
I did not get cold.
I hope you like and subscribe, or I'm not going to be happy.
But this little crab here, they live inside the scallop, and they're soft. They're just squishy little, and there are places you can go. I guess in the old days, anyhow, they would sell them by the pint, and you deep fry them.
And you like a popcorn?
And you eat them like a popcorn. Yep.
Let's save them.
When you're harvesting a scallop, you have to make sure that it's more than a year old. And if you look at this scallop, there's a line right here. That's when it was a baby. It actually started when it was way down here, and this is the first year's growth. Once it gets up, you can find that mark, then you can harvest it. It becomes a legal scallop. You can see it on the other side too. Right to here was about the first year. I don't know if I can find and that growth ring, on this one it looks like it's here, but it can be anywhere between, no, here it is, well, it's a perfect example. So the growth ring doesn't necessarily bind here, it can be anywhere. Well, this is when it's a baby, then this is the first year, and then this is the first year, because they claim they only live for 18 months.
That's all?
Yes, 18 months and they die. This is a blue crab. Why do they call them blue?
They're depressed.
See, yeah, they're sad. See the blue on the claws? These are delicious eating all the way from New England. Chesapeake Bay is famous for these.
If you people watch the video with the
Maryland's
crawfish
got a big.
Yes.
and you try a blue crab, you would never go back to crawfish again.
Oh, this is, I personally would tell you I would rather eat this than lobster.
Nope.
Will I eat lobster? Yes, but I don't get this. This blue crab's fantastic.
So here we go.
Make sure you subscribe to Kumbaya. It's one of the latest things on, what's it called?
Scumbria.
Listen to, if you've enjoyed this video of scallops, oysters, and the knowledge of, subscribe to our video.
Scumbria.
By Scumbria.
Yeah.
It's taking the world by
Storm.
storm. That's the word.
All right, we're gonna cook some of these bay scallops. So what I got, I filled this pie pan with scallops. Now I have a lot of butter. See it? This is a very unhealthy way to cook anything. Then, next step, and put that on there like that. Cover it over. Get a little more cracker crumbs. Kind of went crazy with the cracker crumbs there. And then a little more of the most important ingredient. You're thinking there's too much butter? You're right. There we go.
So this is what it looks like before you cook it.
Scallop pie, it's just scallops and breadcrumbs, is going in the oven. So here it goes. Kristen's here in her jammies because she didn't go diving with us, but she is going to help us cook. So here we go, into the oven. And then Kristen's going to put a piece of tin foil over the top for the first 18 minutes. Do you guys say tin foil or do you say aluminum foil? Put it in the comments. We want to know. We say tin foil in this house because we're like a tin. I don't know why we say it. We're old school. Do you say aluminum foil or tin foil? In the comments, everyone comment. All right, 18 minutes from now, we'll take that off. Then we're gonna give it a little browning. Kristen, set a timer.
On it.
Boom! I just took the scallops out of the oven. See that? There's a nice little crust on there. They're just ready to eat. All right, Kristen's gonna serve up a little bit of her, it's basically butter poached scallops with breadcrumbs, but it's so good. A lot of liquid in there today. So there it is. I've ladled mine up. I'm just gonna tell you that it's, it needs like a side, but it's so delicious. It's just pure protein, butter, and scallops. It's basically butter poached scallops, but enjoy. We'll end this video. I'm just gonna dig out one cooked scallop here. Oh, hot. But it's delicious. So good. All right. See you, Scumbria. Have a good one.